Again, we're in Tampa, Florida. It's been the site of this tournament starting last Sunday. They just make it a week long, and you have a winner by the end. Unlike the senior level, who obviously, because players are playing professionally, you can't really do that, and there's just many more teams, and competition is very high. The stakes are extremely high, and so they'll separate it out February, and then they'll play again in April, and then obviously in July, Concacaf had their final, and the United States beat Canada 1-0. United States is the reigning champion at this level as well. They won in 2018, 3-0 over Mexico. Evans Waldron trying to secure possession for Bermuda. And Rodriguez will take it. Again, Teo Rodriguez in net for Bermuda. We've actually seen all 4 keepers available between both sides actually play in this tournament. So that's great. Good thing to see. Everybody got their moment. Byrne with some pressure. Off to Nelson. Nelson at the top of the box. Tries a little give and go to Byrne. Doesn't quite work out. Bermuda the opposite way.
Great job, Sienna.
Kelly with the stop. Praise from her head coach. Lofted in. Rodriguez off the hop.
Yes, Haley. Yeah. Well done, Haley. Good read.
Bridges to Byrne for Cayman Islands. Bumped around. Another throw incoming. 35-minute halves at this level. Pete's Butterfield. Welch all fighting for it. We got a corner coming for Cayman Islands. The corner, Byrne through the air. Cumber trying to track it down now that it's bounced out of the box. Reset here for Cayman Islands. It's Kelly. Solomon loses it. Luckily, Powell's there to back her up. That's the one thing with these conjoining fields here in Tampa is that we're seeing, on any sort of strong clearance that the ball is going on to the opposite pitch. That happened multiple times in the earlier game here in Nicaragua and Honduras, and actually one time it confused the team on the other side that they started playing with the ball that was knocked on the pitch from this game. Bridges.
Well played, Cayman, well played.
Well, early minutes of this one, we've seen Cayman Islands definitely spend more time in their attacking third. We really haven't seen much from Bermuda. Offensively, things can change on a dime. We know that. From Bridges, service. Nobody home for that. Brooke Smith looking to earn it back. She does. Nice tackle put on. Gets some separation. Bridges just whacking it towards the box. Not a lot of intention there. Now Barry to Byrne. Bermuda
Stella.
can't get much going. Comber in the middle. Barry. Byrne. Barry again. Lofted over the head of Byrne. Tries to take a shot. Brooke Smith does take one. And it's a slow roller Rodriguez has covered.
Yes, Stella. Read the danger, Stella. Good girl.
Bermuda.
Now. Great job, Haley.
Again, there's been no momentum for Bermuda going down in their end. Really, so far in this match, they've just been trying to clear it out, keep it out of the box. As Cayman Islands has been on the attack. Kelly. Comber with her body now to Kelly. Brooke Smith on the wing.
Watch it, Haley. Great job, ladies. Great job.
Bermuda had a lot of tight games in this tournament, including that loss to Martinique. And then yesterday, 1-0 against Belize. And that really ruined the party for Belize because Belize actually had the goal difference. So if they had won, they would have come in second in the group, and obviously they would have won. But they had a really good chance, actually, of being the second team in, the second place team that got to represent in the knockout round. But because they lost, that was totally out of the cards. Here's a chance for Bermuda, and it's just wide. Wow, that's the best look of this game, and it comes for Bermuda. Transition opportunity. Trot was almost able to poke that home, and again, it starts with a great leading pass.
Well done, well done. Well done, Kiara, travel. Great job, Sabina, great job.
Honduras was the second place team that moved on to the knockout round. Again, they just lost to Nicaragua, but they also beat the Bahamas 14-0 yesterday. So any sort of goal difference numbers, they kind of went out the window with that victory. Wasn't going to come down to that stat for sure. Bit of a weak shot put on. Comber controls.
Great job, Lauren.
Bridges off target. Well, this was sort of the story for Cayman Islands yesterday. And I know we've only seen a small sample size in this game, as Nelson has her pass disrupted. They only had one goal to show. And they just really dominated the game against Turks and Caicos, but they only finished the one time. And it felt like they could have had a couple more goals, but there wasn't a lot of strong quality shots yesterday against Turks and Caicos, and now we're seeing them head towards the box, be right outside the box, and they haven't really challenged Rodriguez yet.
Stella, read the danger. Good girl. Good girl. Well done, Kiara. Well done, Kiara.
Will be Bermuda ball. It's going to be Pete's Butterfield. Actually, it looks like Rodriguez will come out of her goal to send this, I'm assuming, very long. Let's see. Bermuda controls. Barry. Back the other way. Byrne. Windsor gets a little tripped up. Play on. Bridges loses it.
Yes, Lauren.
Cumber clean on that one. Puts on a tackle. Player down for Bermuda right now. It appears to be Evans Welch. Cumber from deep.
Yes, Lauren.
Squared by Rodriguez.
Well done, ladies.
Yeah, you see Welsh down right now, and I think she's all right. But here's this play from Cumber. I mean, from pretty deep, it was low, and Rodriguez just watched it fall into her hands. Byrne on the wing. Pass to nobody, so will still be Cayman Islands ball. Again, some of the passes early haven't been with a ton of purpose, and we'll see if maybe both sides can clean that up a little bit moving forward. I mean, it's been a long tournament.
Drop a Stella, drop a Stella, drop a Stella, Reed. Relax, relax.
Reed, you could hear her coach telling her to pick it up next time around because that was a little bit shaky. Well, it worked out for Cayman Islands. We will have a cooling break in the first half and the second half. These are always the hotter games because we're getting later in the day. There's a shot, and Reed this time scoops it off the ground. Bermuda had one good opportunity. It was Brooke Smith to Trot, and Trot was just wide of the goal. It was the best look that we've seen, actually, in this match for either side. Just not able to convert.
Good job, good job.
Byrne. Up that touch line to Windsor.
Yes,
Windsor
go.
towards the middle. Cumber. Solomon. Kelly. Pass one defender for Bridges. To Windsor. Byrne. Bridges will try a cross for Nelson. Nelson trying to get it in the goal, and she taps it home. Rodriguez came up, missed the ball. It went behind her, and it gave Nelson a chance to just knock it through. Harper Nelson with that score. We'll see this again. This is what I mean. Passes with purpose, short little touches to each other. Really nice work here by Cayman Islands to take the lead. Looks like Rodriguez did get a piece of that one on the initial save, and then after that, it just wasn't enough to push it even out of, you know, the pitch or lead to a corner. And because it was so light, Nelson was able to crash in and knock it home. So it's a 1-0. Cayman Islands with an early lead. Rodriguez. Almost a costly turnover as Windsor was there to make some noise. Looking for the equalizer. Defense was back for Cayman Islands. That was Ridley. Welch. Cumber. Pete's Butterfield looks around. Looks like it's actually going to stay in. Byrne. Muscles it away. Nice give and go. Here comes Byrne. Trying to breeze by the defense. Pete's Butterfield has it covered. And a throw in near the corner for Cayman Islands. Again, Bermuda, Cayman Islands, head-to-head here in the final match for both of these sides. The U-15 Girls Concacaf Championship play. Again, we're past the group stage, and this is just really a kind of a consolation final match for both of these countries before they head home. From Bridges. Nelson, who has the goal, looks for Byrne, too far ahead, and Rodriguez makes the grab. Cumber, Kelly combined to get it back for Cayman Islands. Looks like there's a player down. It appears to be Windsor on the wing for Cayman Islands. We'll have a whistle that will take us to the cooling break here in the first half. So both sides will get some water, and it looks like Windsor will get some medical attention as well.
Great job, ladies. Keep going.
That's a little faster.
All right, so the training staff's going to come out, and that was, again, a shot to the body. Looks like we will have a sub for Cayman Islands as well. Rio Windsor. will come in the game. Again, a player down for Bermuda. That is Evans Waldron for Bermuda that walks off. So it looks like Windsor, Bella Windsor, was unable to continue. And so she exits and Rio Windsor will come in to replace her. I mean, this entire Cayman Islands roster plays for Sunset Football Club, which is in Georgetown, in the Cayman Islands. Nelson. Bridges.
Great job, ladies. Great job.
Bermuda. Trot. Burst of speed. A little bit congested here in the middle. Patton. That one rolls out. To Byrne. Beats Butterfield. Now for Bermuda. Nelson has the goal. Everyone's just kind of slinging it back and forth. Now Nelson. Rodriguez through the air. Fields it basically off the bounce.
Eye on the ball. Eye on the ball. Good girl. Good girl. Take the foul, Hammer.
Byrne.
Stella, read it. Stella, read it.
Patton. In the middle for Welch. Welch from deep. Makes its way all the way to Reed in net for Cayman Islands.
Keep going, ladies. Keep going. Focus. Watch the runner shot. Good job. Stella, drop it. Stella, read the danger. Good covering, kiddo. Great job. Great job. Great job.
Cayman Islands has just had that one scoring opportunity in which resulted in a goal. Otherwise, they haven't challenged Rodriguez that much. I mean, they've spent a lot of time in their attacking third. This kind of has a feel of a potentially low-scoring game. Barry. She'll throw it in for Cayman Islands.
Thank you.
Byrne. To Barry. Offside.
Drop it, Stella.
Brooke Smith. Trot. Tries to earn it back.
Good girl, keep your line now.
Across the bridges.
Stella.
Turns. Too far ahead. Solomon.
Good job, Haley.
We got a handball.
Soft. Soft.
Bermuda searching for the equalizer here, down 1-0 as we approach the end of the first half.
Great job, Haley. Come on, come on.
Patton splits the D.
Great job, Haley.
Solomon with a tackle from behind.
Haley, you need to head the ball. You need to head the ball.
Kiara, in front. Good girl. Head the ball.
Nelson. Ridley backtracks. Brooke Smith on this right side. Barry collapses head to head. Brooke Smith edges her out, makes a nice little move, and then Cumber's there for the interception for Cayman Islands. And here's Nelson.
Good job, Harper. Great job, Harper.
Harper Nelson getting a lot of praise from Claudio Garcia, our head coach today.
Great job, come on.
Byrne. Couple of dribbles. Burns down. Nelson tries to make a move. Again, defense collapsing. That was out. The one thing I will say is the goal resulted from Cayman Islands using the pockets of space really well. Neither side has done that consistently, but obviously it worked out super well for Cayman Islands when they took advantage of all the wide spaces. Otherwise, it's getting a little congested, I would say. Here's a chance for Bermuda. Again, Solomon gets in front.
Well done, well done. Well done, defense. Keep going now. Control, ladies, remember. No offside. No offside. Stella, get in. Leave her there. Go.
Byrne. Trot. One final push maybe here for Bermuda. Trying to bring us level. just going to get 1 minute of stoppage time here, so we're very near the end of this half. Welch. Patton. Trot. Touches in the box for Bermuda have been few and far between. The defense for Cayman Islands has really denied entry every single time besides that one look. Ooh, a collision there. Solomon. Barry. Looks like Solomon was in a little bit of pain. Got landed on. But there's the first half whistle. So Cayman Islands takes the lead off a goal from Harper Nelson. That's where we stand right now. Bermuda hasn't had much going for them offensively, but we still got a full half to play between Bermuda and the Cayman Islands. This is the finale for both of these countries in Concacaf U-15W play. So we'll take a break and then we'll have highlights from the first half after this. Again, we're in the knockout round for teams in League B, and now after today, teams in League A. Neither Bermuda or Cayman Islands is in the knockout round. So this is just a consolation or finale game, and then that will be it. Barry off to Byrne. This is better for Bermuda. Just a couple of passes. I mean, obviously there's been a pretty high press here for Cayman Islands, just trying to earn it back. But as Bridges breaks that one up, I was going to say, well, nice little battle there. That's Bridges going head-to-head with Evans Waldron. But it just seems like Bermuda a little bit more on the same page with some of these passes. And you know, sometimes it takes some patience to actually find a breakthrough, as that one was very, very close to being a shot for Brooke Smith. The keeper and Reed runs out, makes that grab before Brooke Smith, who has shown off her speed before, is able to rip a shot. Byrne. Off the hop, you can hear the players for Bermuda just calling for the ball. I wonder if that was something that was talked about at halftime, just the communication maybe be a little bit more open. Now they're going to have to play some defense as Barry draws the foul for Cayman Islands. Bridges. Patton, full speed ahead, collides with Cumber. Rodriguez. Nelson off the takeaway. Barrels into a couple of defenders. Gotta get up, Rodriguez. Yeah, you just heard for Cayman Islands Garcia say we need to take a shot, because realizing that there was, you know, players down right in front of the box, it seemed like there would have been a chance for Cayman Islands to take a better quality shot, because the defense just wasn't ready for it on the Bermuda side. Evans Waldron off the ground. Her and Bridges. Now Evans Waldron is slow to get up. Foot got tangled up with Bridges. Now Bridges flicks it towards net, and Rodriguez has it squared. Burn. Slow roller. Bermuda looking for an opportunity, maybe a little too far out to get a quality shot off from Welch, but I think she could feel everybody closing in around her, so she just decided to go for it. All right, early in this second half, we got some subs for Bermuda. Just the one. It looks like Jashay Trot will come in to replace Sayoni Trot. So those are the subs. We've seen that happen already. Relatives switch out. Happened for Cayman Islands. Bella Windsor and Rio Windsor switched out a little bit earlier. Here's a free kick for Bermuda. Again, trying to get that equalizer. It's going to be Welch. Through the air. And grabbed. Reed followed that nicely. Windsor. She just bounced off the body of Evans Waldron. Now Windsor. Burn through the middle. Solomon in the air. Rodriguez picks it up. Windsor's shot is blocked. Pete's Butterfield gets in front of that one. Keeps it in on the end line. For Patton. Burn. Nelson rips a shot and it's off. Close to being Nelson's second goal today. As it stands, that's the game winner. again, we know that there's so much time. Earlier today, as it looks like Rio Windsor is down, but earlier today in the knockout round, Nicaragua was down 2-0 around this time, actually probably later than this, stormed all the way back and won that game in PKs. So definitely, you know, never count a team out. It's a very slight lead. We know that Bermuda can score. They scored 3 goals against Anguilla earlier in this tournament. Byrne, Nelson, Bridges, up the middle. Deflected back. Comber. That's center mid. She's played that so well for Cayman Islands over the course of the tournament, and she gets a corner. So Cayman Islands will make another substitute. It's Tegan Williams in, and she'll take out Rio Windsor. All right, here comes a corner kick for Cayman Islands. We haven't seen one of these in a while. It's Williams through the air, and we'll do it again. Went off a defender for Bermuda. Looks like Bermuda has an injury on the near post, and so we'll have to have the training staff come out. It's kind of that time. It's the last game. Everyone's exhausted. Again, this is game 4 for both of these teams. Here's a corner. Nothing much there for Cayman Islands. Don't get a shot off. Comber. Williams. Bridges. Byrne. No call. Now Bridges on the wing. Gets some space. Tries a cross. Hops through. No one gets a shot off again. But it remains Cayman Island possession. Welch, nice move, trying to get past Solomon, sends it to Patton in the middle, and it skips by the foot of Patton. You can tell Bermuda's a little bit exhausted here. Again, Tampa, Florida, Bermuda, Cayman Islands. This is the finale for both of these teams, not in the knockout round. Both finished second in their group, and so didn't get to compete for the semifinals or the finals. Bridges, another cross, and again it makes its way to Rodriguez. Bridges, wide again. I mean, Cayman Islands hasn't really come close to scoring a second goal. However, they're keeping it. They're keeping possession. Bermuda hasn't had much of a chance, really. So that is a positive here for Cayman Islands. I'm sure they would love to get an insurance goal, though. We're approaching the cooling break between Bermuda and Cayman Islands. So both sides will have a break here in the second half, as we'll get subs in for Bermuda. Looks like Amaya James will check in. Did look like Showers entered as well. Bridges, nothing there again. Bermuda, Patton. You know, credit to Bermuda defensively. Just haven't allowed Cayman Islands to really get that many shots off. And it's just that one goal. Again, it was Nelson with the finish in the first half, and we've sat at a 1-0 score since then. Barry. So just to confirm those subs, mentioned that it's Showers and James that come in, and Evans, Waldron, and Rudo come out. Williams. Throw in for Cayman Islands. Bridges. She'll do it again, just moves up a couple of yards. Williams. Back to Bridges. Bridges muscles it back to Byrne. Barry. So we've got 15 minutes left between Cayman Islands and Bermuda. 15 minutes for both of these sides in Concacaf play. Reed comes out of the box to stop it. Nice pass to Barry. Everyone's just kind of watching. And yes, so that will take us to the cooling break. Seems like everyone needs it a little bit. Harper Nelson has the game winner in this match, but there's 15 minutes for either another goal for Cayman Islands or, you know, maybe an equalizer on the other end for Bermuda. They'd have to really start to, you know, connect a little bit better. It's just been really difficult for Bermuda to get it out of their end and stay in the attacking third. Every time they're in the attacking third, it's only for a heartbeat. And so there just hasn't been a lot of room to, you know, work it around, find the seams, get a quality shot off. Feels like everything's a little bit rushed, and that's a, you know, a credit to the defense for Cayman Islands, who's won most of the duels, made some really successful tackles, but then, you know, also there just hasn't been that many shots for really either side. All right, we return to close out this match. Bermuda draw out of this, and if you're Cayman Islands, will walk away with 3 points, having won every game but one. That would be quite the success in this tournament. Bermuda comes out firing. Patton launches one towards net, and it's off frame. But if you're Bermuda, that's kind of what you need. And at this point, you can be a little bit risky, take some chances. You're down 1-0. This isn't for a chance to move on, so might as well be aggressive when you can be. Williams on the other side, trying to be aggressive, muscled out by Ridley defensively. Nelson, that was a very similar type of situation when she scored, and it seemed like Rodriguez chose to dive and then maybe didn't totally have that squared away, but Rodriguez was able to get some help defensively. Pulled it in. All right, Bermuda with another sub. Castle will come in. Brooke Smith exits. Nelson, Barry, both just pushing it out for Cayman Islands. Physical play there, but it's clean, and now Barry will throw it in off to Byrne. Byrne tries to move centrally. Patton in the box, and a corner is coming for Bermuda. Again, scoring chances have been few and far between for Bermuda, but a set piece presents one. All right, here's a chance. Back post. Headed down, looking for a shot. Nothing for Bermuda. Bobbled. Grabbed. Reed, ever so close. Again, defense, or excuse me, offense all around her, all the forwards trying to close that gap. This has been the best stretch for Bermuda that we've seen. Patton. Too heavy of a touch. Byrne. Williams. Pushed around a little bit. She stumbles. I think she was looking for a call. As you see, Bermuda saying, no, we did not foul. A little bit of the Mutombo finger there. In the corner for Bermuda. So we got roughly 5 minutes. We'll get stoppage time here between Bermuda and Cayman Islands. 5 minutes of soccer, we know that. And again, Bermuda's come out with some energy after that cooling break. It kind of feels like they have a chance to get the equalizer, whereas before with some of the energy, didn't seem like they did. Nelson, her shot was wide. Nelson, burn, here's an opportunity for Cayman Islands. Blocked by Rodriguez. What a save there for Taya Rodriguez. That's what Bermuda really needed, because that would have put this game out of reach. 2 subs coming in for Cayman Islands. It's Olivia Thorpe to Kintel as well. And those are maybe the last 2 subs that we see. Thorpe just entered and got absolutely pushed out. Clean, but Thorpe is not a particularly big player out there. Small but mighty, I'll say about Olivia Thorpe. Again, Cayman Islands just trying to hang on. This will be helpful. They'll get a set piece here. Corner kick on the way. Rodriguez cuts that off. Barry. Burn. At this point, Cayman Islands just trying to weather the storm here from Bermuda. Thorpe in the box, Olivia Thorpe. Rodriguez dives and covers. All right, we're going to get 3 minutes of stoppage time. That's actually a fair amount for this tournament. We just got 1 minute in the first half, which means there is a lot of time for chaos to ensue. C. Garcia directing everybody for Cayman Islands. They just have that one loss to Nicaragua. It was a lopsided score, 5-0. They haven't looked back since. Trying to make it 3 wins in this trip to Tampa. Williams with the trip. And now Bermuda with roughly 90 seconds to go. Opts to go for the keeper and Rodriguez. A swing. Pushed out by Ridley. Into the attacking third for Bermuda. In the box for Patton. There's a shot, and it goes wide for Bermuda. Bermuda starting to come alive very late in this match. It might be a little too late. We'll see this again off the replay. Reed again. This will kill a lot of time. In absolutely no hurry is Reed. There's another shot, and Reed makes that grab. Getting off the replay. Just a nice stretch here for Bermuda, but we are in stoppage time, and this game is almost concluded. Comber. Kelly loses it. There's a final whistle. So Cayman Islands loses their first game to Nicaragua, and then they win 3 straight to end their time. Concacaf W U-15 championship, a 1-0 win for Cayman Islands over Bermuda here in Tampa. That will end both of these sides' time here in Tampa, Florida. And we will just take a look at the highlights here from the finale for both of these countries. Definitely a hard-fought battle, and Bermuda, like I said, really found their stride a little too late in this game, but it was a tightly contested one and a low-scoring affair as well.